projects like this movie?
What have I learned? Well, it's all about passion and heart, and I'm the type of person that I'm driven by passion. And even with some of my early bands, here's a little bit of a story. When I first started preparing music with the Infectious Grooves, my car was broken, and I rode a 10-speed bike with a bad chain with my bass on my back in the middle of summer, 15 miles every day, because I was so excited about what we were creating. So I'm kind of crazy like that. I get so excited about being creative, and every once in a while something happens and I kind of go next level. With Jaco, interesting thing, when I had first met Johnny Pastorius in 1996, I was coming through town with Ozzy Osbourne. We had met through a mutual friend. He was a bartender, and Johnny put his card down, you know, to buy a round of drinks, and my friend saw the name Pastorius, and he was like, whoa, hey, wait a minute, my friend's a bass player, a surfer friend of mine in Los Angeles, you know, is your dad, you know, Jaco? And he was, yeah, that's my dad. And, you know, and then we ended up hooking up in Fort Lauderdale when I came through with Ozzy, and one of the things I actually first said was, you know, someday you got to make a film about your father, you know, not realizing that I would be involved, but just, and the reason for that is because I've always felt that, and I had told Bob the same thing, is, you know, Jaco is not for one type of musician. He has influenced soul, you know, R&B musicians, punk rock musicians, you know, like Geddy Lee from Rush, who's really prog, you know, heavy metal players. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it except maybe with Jimi Hendrix, you know, and then the edge and the attitude, you know, so that kind of, for me, it's been a passionate journey. So I would say anybody that has the passion, forget about the money, just think about the passion and go with your heart and try and make that a reality. And for me, I really felt that in order for me to get involved into this film, I was going to have to really dive in with everything I had, money, whatever it took.
Well, that being said, for sure.
To bring it to fruition and have respect for the friends and the family and the musicians and everybody. Just, all I can say is I know that we've done the best we can, you know, whether it's, there's so many roots attached to Jaco, so many. There's enough for a 9-hour documentary, seriously. And you know, we've done the best we could, you know, to try and at least take that first step forward, you know, on the cinema screen to make people understand who this man was. So go with your heart and pursue music, art, film, whatever it is. It's all about coming from here, and you'll see the result.
Robert actually has always been besides just being a friend, you know, besides any music, but he was always a sounding board for what, you know, the family was trying to do. And he'd always say, yeah, man, you got to do a film, you got to do a film. And eventually, Robert got to the vision with Metallica, and he saw the trouble we were having, you know, getting investors. Because anytime you get an investor, you lose control of your film or your art, whatever you're doing. And finally, Robert said, you know, why don't we just do it? You know, I'll fund it. That way, we don't have to answer to anyone. So.